I was going to say, not today, but I saw your graph. It's only a 20% today.
Yeah.
So very slight.
Yeah, small chance.
Yeah, no rain today.
Hey,
we had enough. Get a little break.
Well,
we'll get back to it.
Yeah, today's a break. He's Curtis Wilson. I'm Tyler.
Oh, yeah, by the way.
We got to
just the thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We do have those things down there. Okay, I guess we're good to go. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, that tornado was confirmed yesterday.
Lower third, that's what it's called.
Lower third, or CG.
Or CG.
Your character generator.
Okay.
All the fancy stuff. No, that was confirmed yesterday, that tornado.
You got a haircut.
Yes, it is. Welcome to the ADD show. Squirrel. Anyway, Monday was a tornado. Confirmed it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Lexington.
Well, actually, it was Chapin, but it was in Lexington County, I think.
Okay.
But in Lexington, or in Chapin. But yeah, it's.
Why do you guys get all the storms all the time?
I don't live
in Lexington. Lexington County.
Because we're kind of right on that edge. A lot of times it's a little south of Lexington. Yeah, just kind of where, if you notice where the lines are, you get to that southern area of Lexington County, you'll notice a lot of times, you get down to the Orangeburg North area, down to the Low Country. That's kind of where that is.
Gotcha.
Columbia is a lot of times the line.
A lot of folks want to know, why is it always in Lexington County?
Well, and part of it also, the way it divides up is also because of the lake. So it'll divide around. So sometimes Chapin will get it on the other side of the lake. The other, south side of Lexington will get it. Because the lake's so big, it'll divide some storms up. But,
what's in store for today?
Actually, a pretty quiet day, I think, today.
Okay.
Yeah, today is probably the better of the next few. We are getting more rain, though.
Oh, well.
I know. There it is.
And now to a police chase in Ohio, where one of the suspects literally threw wooden boards on the road during the pursuit. You can see the suspect in the truck bed throwing the boards onto the highway. This started after authorities tried to pull over the truck that had no visible registration. They deployed stop sticks and deflated the tires, but the driver kept going. The truck eventually went over to the wrong side of the highway, hit another vehicle head-on, and caused a 6-vehicle accident. No life-threatening injuries were reported. 4 people in the truck then tried to run, but they were eventually captured.
What's wrong with people, man?
Craziness, I know.
Just comply. Just stop, pull over.
Yeah.
Take your, you're speeding, you get a ticket, whatever. Don't run, don't.
Putting other lives in jeopardy, doing all the craziness.
Yeah. Over what? A no registration ticket?
Yeah.
My goodness gracious. I bet they're going to have a bunch of charges too. You're going to throw those boards off. That's endangering the life of policemen. Mm-hmm. So.
I mean, you tack on everything, even littering.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, if those situations, I would write a stack.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's the whole book. Just start writing.
Yeah.
Good gracious. All right.
Here we go. Your first trivia question for your Wednesday. In honor of German Chocolate Cake Day, true or false? German chocolate cake originated from Germany.
False.
I can tell you right now, it was during the time when they had a whole bunch of soldiers there. The war was battling, and there was a guy, and they had to feed the soldiers and so forth. They had not, a lot of stuff because everything was going on during this time. Only products and things they had was able to make some cake. And that's where that saying came, let them eat cake, came from.
Really?
So, yeah.
So you're saying it's true then it came from Germany?
You believe that story or not?
Well, you were there. QR code.
What'd you say? What say you?
I'm going to say false.
I say false too.
Yeah! Up high now. At Curtis Wilson 275 or at Tyler Ryan online. Oh, I want some cake now. I'm hungry. Let's go to the forecast.
That was a pretty good story.
That wasn't good. No, that was actually really good. A little fireplace. I would have sat and listened to it again. It would have been great. All right, today is Corn on the Cob Day. Corn, or maize, as it's called pretty much everywhere else in the world, comes from Mexico, whose people started cultivating it about 10,000 years ago. It was brought to the rest of the world as early explorers brought it back overseas to Europe and beyond. So this is interesting, Curtis. Corn is a veggie, fruit, and a grain. It's starchy like potatoes, but the kernels are considered a grain since they can be milled into flour. It also is a fruit because it comes from the seed of a plant, and it can be turned into syrup. So there you go. It's all 3 things. And I do love a good corn on the cob. By the numbers, an average ear of corn has 800 kernels, but it can be as low as 500, high as 1,200, and they are neatly arranged in 16 rows exactly.
How do you prefer your corn? On the cob or loose?
I like it both ways, but I do love on the cob.
Okay.
It just, you work for your food a little bit, But I got fancy, though. Not only did I buy the little butter thing, so, because it's hard to get it on the stick of butter.
Yeah.
So they make one of those it's like a little roundy thing. You put your stick of butter in.
Yes.
And then I got those little corn things at the end, because nobody likes hot fingers as you're trying to eat your corn.
I gotcha.
So.
What's that, the Lindsay, like that little kid, the video, I like corn.
What was that, corn? Is that what it was, something like that?
Yeah, so I like corn.
I forgot all about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you a corn guy?
Yeah, gotta eat some corn.
Well, you can't blame me for asking. You're very particular about
This is true.
some vegetables.
This is true.
Well, I'm glad you love a good corn, buddy. Corn on the cob day is for you.
Yeah. There's a question about corn, but we'll talk about it off air. Let's do this next story.
Okay.
What you got, sir?
Well, I don't want to, violate HIPAA or anything like that, but Curtis, do you suffer from office chair butt?
Office OCB?
Yes, OCB.
No.
It's a social media nickname. It's chronic sitting. It can lead to the booty muscles getting weaker, because we're not moving around. We're kind of just sitting on our butts all day long a lot of times, office jobs and things like that.
Just tighten, loose. Tighten,
right.
Loose.
Kind of, yeah. Well, they do say sitting is the new smoking, because we're sitting, we're doing all this office things.
But you and I don't sit much at all.
No.
We're
No.
all
We're
over the
moving
place.
around. But it can cause things like obesity, high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes. If you sit too long, these things can happen. So
You know what you do? You, for the holidays, you get somebody that thing, you're sitting in the chair under their desk.
that's actually on the list.
Is it?
That is on the list. Yes. Yep. Things you can do to get rid of OCB. Yeah, that's it. Standing during a phone call.
Okay.
Stand up and walk around.
They have those desks that you lift up.
Yes, that's on.
It's on the list.
Genius. That's on the list.
All right.
Actually, Christy has one of those.
Does she?
Christy Vaughn, yeah, she has one of those. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator.
Yes.
Butt clenches. Marching in place. I guess you can march around the office. That's kind of odd.
It's like Disney. You have a parade at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m.
Up and down the hall. I think it's great. Inviting coworkers to a walking meeting as opposed to a meeting.
There you go. Walk outside.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And then, of course, walk to a coworker's office and have a face-to-face call rather than a DM or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. Keeping you healthy, combating OCB.
OCB.
Office chair butt. We're talking health, man. We're trying to get people healthy.
I see.
I'm going to stand up and walk over there.
Now I know what you're over there doing when I see you popping up and down.
Man, I got to wear a bathing suit all summer long, buddy. You got to have that bathing suit butt.
Well, a black bear is making itself at home in a Virginia neighborhood on Monday. It was seen roaming the community and climbing on trees. Hours after it was first spotted, Animal Services tranquilized the bear, took it away. The bear is wearing a tracking collar now. For Sassay, Fairfax County, and the Virginia Department of Wildlife Resources, they're going to monitor its movements.
I love that video. People are just kind of strolling by. Some people are taking pictures, but other folks are just kind of easing on by like, nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Kind of like that video of that weather guy who was like, oh my God, it's raining sideways.
Oh.
Somebody behind him's going, what is this idiot doing?
Yeah. There's another one now where these guys are in a canoe. No, it's a female in a canoe. And then these two guys just walk by. It was a flood in the area.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, but all right, that was a real black bear. I mean, he was real.
Yeah.
It wasn't like beaver in a bear suit or something.
Yeah. If they come into your neighborhood and don't feed them, they're just going to bring them back again and again.
Well, yeah. I mean, like food.
Yeah.
Why do you think Yogi and Boo Boo hung around Yellowstone?
Or even the picnic areas.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Trivia question, true or false, German chocolate cake originated from Germany?
Ah, there you go. Originated in America in 1852. That was quite a fireside chat you gave us, though. I did believe that story.
Yeah.
That's very good. Very well done.
I'll try to do that for each question coming up, just to throw you off, if I can.
What you got there? Anything good?
No, go ahead.
Oh, all right. Here's some DIY stuff for you guys. Some home items worth buying and even spending a little more on them. Some things aren't cheap,
Okay.
but experts say to spend smart, not cheap. So LED light bulbs, they cost a little more up front, but they last way longer, and they actually burn a lot less power too. So like LEDs up front cost money, but it's worth it. Smart thermostat, the same thing. It can automatically adjust your house a few degrees. I think you had the story yesterday that like knocking your your AC up or down, however you say it, a couple of degrees can save a ton of money.
As a matter of fact, Dominion Energy, they'll come out, assess the home, and help you out with stuff like that.
And that's for free, too. They'll come out and do it for free.
Absolutely.
Obviously, energy-efficient appliances, spending a little more. Say flooring, same thing. It's a little more expensive, but it's more durable. It's going to actually increase the value of your home if you spend a little more than getting the cheap stuff.
Okay.
And a furnace also. Spend a little more, but the higher quality can last 15 to 20 years versus 10.
Okay.
So
some do-it-yourself stuff, some tips. A
Gotta
lot of
let-
people use YouTube now to fix things instead of,
Yeah, I think that's a cautionary tale. Some things I will use, like to reset the my stupid lights on my check oil light and that kind of stuff. Great. You cannot use YouTube to learn things like how to boat, how to do anything. You really got to be physical.
Right.
I don't think you can learn how to hit a home run on YouTube. Some things you actually have to put your hands on and be tactile.
Okay.
And do. That's just my thought.
No, I get it. Because, I think with YouTube, though, if you want to, say, hit a home run, it'll probably tell you about the aerodynamics of the ball and the spin and the whole 9 yards. But again, like you said, you got to get out there and actually have somebody throw the ball at you.
You can understand the dynamics. Okay, cool. I'm looking for this pitch, this speed. You're right. You can the science behind it. Boating, and I use boating as an example. We talk about it all the time. You can learn the laws, but you got to feel the water to do it. Like police training. You can do.
Oh, for sure.
Learn hand to hand. The Karate Kid didn't read YouTube. No, Mr. Miyagi had him wax on and wax off.
All right, we're going to wax off to the weather.
Let's go.
Spend 3 minutes of this. Here's a new study that shows that more parents are letting their kids plan out 100% of the family vacation. Here's a survey of over 2,000 parents. They found that 1 in 5 parents, they give their kids full control of what happens on family vacations. With the main inputs that parents are asking for are activities and restaurants. And more parents seem to be hopping on board. Yeah, the idea of letting the kids have more say. Since 82%, they say they have their best vacations when the kids are more involved.
Okay.
Yeah. Got to entertain them, so you might as well let them have their say.
I guess. I guess, but I'm a starts believer in, for dinner, eat what's put in front of you. Like it or not. You get hungry enough, you're going to eat it.
You wouldn't ever let kids, give them, hey, what would you like to eat tonight?
Well, no, from time to time we do that.
Yeah.
You guys want pizza or but as long as it's something I want, I'm never going to go someplace I don't want to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nope. We ain't going to that deep fried seafood place. Ain't happening.
Okay.
So, I guess it's all right. I guess to a point, you don't want them the whole time being bored going, oh, this is awful.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to the art museum again. So maybe there's room to negotiate there.
A little bit here and there.
Yeah, a little here and there. All right. What do you want to do for lunch, buddy? Let you and I go. I'll let you decide.
Are you're paying?
Are you preposterous? What's wrong with you? 85 degrees at 1 o'clock. 90 is where we're headed to today. A scattered shower or two late in the day, Curtis.
Told you, short arms, deep pockets for that guy. Here it is, your first trivia question for today. According to AAA, what is the #1 family vacation spot in the U.S.? Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, San Diego, California, New York, Orlando, Florida.
I'm going to say family. I'm going to say Orlando.
Yeah, because if you let the story we talk about letting kids control. If they did, it's going to be Orlando.
Yeah, I'm going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disney World.
Oh, Disney World. I
Yeah,
never know.
Disneyland is across the other way.
Let's say Disney then.
Yeah, you'll do better that way.
And our code is over here today.
Okay.
So there you go. You're going to go with, you riding with Disney with me?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What do y'all think? You can catch us on the socials at Curtis Wilson 275 or at Tyler Ryan Online. What was that? What did we read for a family of 4? It's like $10K to get for
10,000?
Yeah, for a
Florida?
week in Disney. It's a ridiculous.
Is that right? Useless trivia? Somewhere
Yeah.
he says. Wow, you serious?
Yeah, we read. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up, but that's about right.
Aurora, have you been to Disney? Your family paid about $10,000 just stayed a week?
I went like 15 years.
It wasn't in your pocket, you said.
Yeah, exactly. Not out of her money. All right. Now let's go to weather.
Got John Longhorn coming up in just a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to talk about recovery.
All right.
You know, I was talking about working out, but sometimes you got to take
I thought you were talking about, like, you know, since you had that issue.
Yeah,
you know,
no.
You need to recover.
No, there's no reason to recover.
Okay. You just going to do it again.
Yeah, right?
Let's get some weather.
Let's get there.
I'm sure you've heard this conversation once when you're at a family gathering about which one of you is likely going to go to jail. Well, the power of AI, now you can finally know. Yep. As AI continues to improve, there are millions of AI filters that test these weird questions. So how does it work? Simply grab a picture of you and your family, and AI does all the rest of the work. So you can finally put that old age question to rest.
That is,
Archie, did you put you and your
that your
family in?
family?
Huh? Oh, that's your family? Oh, that's the person that went? Oh, okay.
oh, so that whole thing is AI generated. That is crazy.
Oh,
I'm telling you, that is frightening.
yeah, yeah.
That is frightening.
Oh, the,
My,
the one that came in to replace?
Yeah, the random guy. My grandmother.
Oh, Austin's not on mic, so you got to repeat all that stuff, Tyler.
Oh, okay. So basically, that's a still picture. That's Austin. That's Beaver, and his family. What he's concerned about is the random fellow who came in at the end after the police drug his sister off. Some random dude walked into the frame. So there you go.
Okay.
That's right.
So your sister's
Consult the family tree. Good idea.
What do they call it? Your sister's the black sheep of the family, then, huh?
As it turns,
He says
according to
he-
AI.
He thought it was him, but okay. All right.
But my grandmother always said I was either going to be president or and criminal number one or whatever it is. I don't know.
Well, you are president of your HOA.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
So there you go. And the
Yeah.
law was just here, and I didn't go with him, so I guess I'm in good shape right now.
Let's see. According to AAA, what is the #1 family vacation spot in the U.S.?
But the answer is, of course, Orlando, Florida. 100% of people on the QR Code Club got it right, too.
June 14th. Happens from 7 until 9 o'clock. It is Jay's Corner, 1015 Rosewood Drive. That is Timothy Wayne, who's going to be there evening with this guy. Tim McGraw, right? Not Tim McGraw, that's the baseball player.
No, that's Tug McGraw. Tim McGraw is the country singer.
Okay, so I was right. Tim McGraw, the nephew or cousin or something related to the country singer. Anyway, it's a fundraiser for the canines at Richland County Sheriff's Department. There you go.
That dog Aries was great seeing him today,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
And thanks to John Lawhorn for coming in. Great information on recovery. You know, working out is all wonderful, but you've got to let your body rest and heal, too.
Okay.
So, good
Tim
stuff.
McGraw, and what's the other one's name?
Tug McGraw is the
Tug
baseball
McGraw.
player. Then there's Phil McGraw, who's Dr. Phil.
Oh, okay. There we
His
go.
last name's McGraw.
You'll catch this guy at the noon. You got the 5, 6, and 11. I'll get my name straight one day.
No, you won't.
No, I won't.
Be good to each other.
Have a great day.